Senator Collins, thanks for coming in.
It's a great pleasure, thank you.
This Marui
That was
V10
involved in the incident
in Marcus's office
this week.
Yeah, the one the front fell off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very typical. I'd like to make that point.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Tokyo Marui V10 Ultra Compact. Essentially, this is just a small 1911. Very cute. Uses the 15mm diameter nozzle, so should be, you know, a nice kick, good efficiency, etc. And a bit of an underdog, I think, this model. It's underrated for sure. So, pretty nice box, nice shiny box. Just your standard affair, all your TM stuff. What's that? That's just a testing sticker. So yeah, lifting top off, you've got your usual sort of bit of styrofoam, and also your Tokyo Marui manual in the lid. But then again, who reads those? Straight into it, you've got your pistol, your magazine, and you've got some accessories. And interestingly, what looks like a TM Micro Pro sight mount, which is quite cool. Pull, as instructed. You got your BBs, you got dry fire adapter, you've got your barrel plug, and then you've also got your sight adapter. Not sure how many people use this. I don't know what the Tokyo Marui red dot's like, to be honest. Never thought of using it. Don't know if I'd really want to put a red dot on this anyway. So there you go. But it's nice that they include that for the people who do. Stick this stuff off to the side. No way I'm getting that back together just now. Presentation's quite nice. It's your usual sort of TM affair. Got some nice presentation. Looks like this was also licensed by Novak for some of the parts, which is quite cool. And yeah, that's it. Get the box out of the way. So looking at it, yeah, it really is just kind of just a small 1911. I believe this is an officer's size. Made by Springfield in real life, I believe. And yeah, just a cute little thing. Love these, you know, these TM 1911s. I think they're a bit underrated. Cool guns, very cool guns. With this being a 15mm nozzle, or diameter nozzle, it has the advantage over the standard TM ones of it should have better blowback, better efficiency, greater recoil, you know. So it's got that going for it, which is quite nice. Let's just take a couple of test shots, have a look at it. The mags, I think these are shorter than a normal 1911 mag, off the top of my head. I might be wrong about that, but I think they are, because in fact they will be, because the grip is an officer's grip, and it sits pretty flush. So let's just have a look. And yeah. Oh, nearly out of gas there. Sorry, I have been playing about with this. But yeah. Very nice kick there. I'm curious if it's gonna... No, okay. So there you go. It will blow back quite nicely until the very, very last shot. I'm just gonna very quickly gas this up. 2 minutes. I think these only hold something like maybe 4 grams of gas. But because of that 15mm nozzle, you do get, you know, bang for your buck, I guess, in terms of amount of gas to shots. Fully compatible with other Tokyo Marui 1911 magazines. So your 1911s, your M45A1 magazines, which are slightly better than the 1911 mags. They hold more gas as well. So yeah, nice strong lock back. Something I did think was a bit strange on this is the stroke of it is quite, it's smooth until the very end, and you have to really push it to get it to lock back. But in theory that seems bad, but in practice, like, no problems. So have that for what you will. The finish looks good. It's sort of meant to be like a brushed and versus polished steel. So you've got this sort of slightly darker and also rough texturing on parts of the gun, namely on the top of the slide, the rear of the slide, the bottom of the bushing, the bottom of the frame, or the lower portion of the frame. The rest is all smoother, and I think it's meant to sort of look, you know, brushed versus polished or milled. It's an interesting texture. It's not for me. I think this just actually kind of makes it feel cheap, and I think I've just personally with this, I think I would have preferred that TM just did the whole thing smooth, because I was just like, oh, they made this wrong, but no, apparently that's just normal on all of them. So there you go. From the gag in the intro, the front fell off. When I had this apart, I was trying to take the outer barrel off, and I noticed that the front piece of the outer barrel was just really loose. So let's just take a look at that now. So we'll take it apart. Again, just like any other 1911, you got to pull the slide back and then pull out the slide catch. And it's tight in this, very tight. And I'm bad at it, so come on. There we go. What I like about this, it seems to use a different type of slide catch, where it spins on a sort of almost like a bearing, I guess, but it gives it, you know, it's much less friction. It doesn't have to actually fight against the frame or anything. It just spins off of this, and spins on that. So there's like no friction at all there. So it just engages the slide catch really easily. Slide off. And again, just got your recoil rod and spring. And then, let's see, pull out the bushing, or sorry, the spring plug. There's no bushing to speak of on the V10. But yeah, standard TM hop unit. It's got good wide range of adjustment. Probably wider than most other TM products I've seen. I wouldn't be shocked if this could do 3.2s out of the box, to be honest. So this is quite nice. But yeah, let's take a look at that. A couple of small quality control issues that I've noticed with TM stuff recently, such as this, because I believe this is not meant to come apart. This is meant to be a glue thing, you know, glued together and then just take it off. And then that other thing with the Glock, which was strange, but there you go. So yeah, just standard hop up. Taking a look at the other internals. Your sort of standard, you got your nozzle with your nice big wide diameter there. Not a dissimilar setup on a TM 1911. Sorry, on another, I can't talk. Not dissimilar to other setups on TM 1911s. We don't have a screw back here, and I believe it's just maybe held in by those two screws there. The lower is the exact same as the TM 1911. Obviously it's just shorter, as far as I'm aware. I did have this apart. I'd never taken a 1911 fire control group apart, but to be honest, it was quite easy to put together. So yeah, just your standard 1911 lower. We'll be exploring at some point compatibility between high kappa fire control group parts and 1911 parts, because I've got a build in mind, which is why I bought this. I'm going to give you guys maybe a small hint with some of these parts that I've ordered. So go with that. That. So these are all Airsoft Masterpiece high kappa parts that I've purchased for a build that we're using the V10 as a base for. Let me know what you guys think it's going to be. I'm very, very excited to build it, but we'll see. So everything here seems to be similar. So I'm hoping we can just have a relative drop in fit for the parts. Anyway, back to the V10. Seems like a nice shooter. Seems like a nice gun. I've wanted one for a little while in the past, but I feel like the finish of the slide really does let it down, which is why I'm glad I'm putting it into a kit anyways. Gardner also makes some very affordable but very, very nice aluminium and steel kits for these, and they are also very, very, very good. Good options if you want to have a nice 1911 style metal pistol that isn't, you know, that's maybe got a better system than say like a WE, or even much better than a KWA, or, you know, just you want the best of the best, but you want it metal, right? TM with a metal kit is rarely beaten, in my opinion, for a good airsoft shooter that's metal. But again, that's, you know, it's all added cost, isn't it? So there you go. I think we'll do a quick chrono test of this. I've got some 2.5s here. Let's do that. Go grab my chronograph and a blanket. It's my favourite thing to shoot into is a blanket. It usually catches BBs quite nice. So, set for 2.5s. Hops on about halfway. So let's see. Okay. So we're looking at about 0.58 joules, which for something with this short of a barrel, or sorry, 0.6 joules, but for something with this short of a barrel, not overly surprised. It's, you know, you can only get so much power out of what's that much. That's maybe 3 inches, maybe 4 at a push. Consistency was very good. It sort of started off at 6.3, I believe, and then just very, very slowly went down, settled in about 0.6, and then kept going. So extremely consistent, as you would expect from Tokyo Marui. There's not really much else to say about that, really, is there? It seems like a solid shooter. The hop's bound to be good. TM stuff always has good hops. You know, it's a nice, cool little pistol that's relatively affordable, I suppose. What more can you ask for, guys? So that's the quick overview of the TM-V10. I'm very excited to show you guys what I'm going to be doing with this pistol in the future. So, you know, get your guesses in the comments if you want. I'll be curious to see what you guys think I'm building out of this. And obviously, I think there probably will be a build video when the time comes. It's just whether or not I'm going to film absolutely everything, just because putting a fire control group together when you're, you know, you got like a camera right here and a ring light and stuff above you, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So we'll see. But anyways, that's been the Tokyo Marui V10. If you guys have any questions about the pistol or anything else in airsoft at all, you know, feel free to reach out in the comments. I'll be quite, you know, happy to talk to you guys about airsoft. This is my hobby. I'm passionate about it. I love it. So yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and have a good one, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.